Cheers, everybody. John back again, and I'm just going to talk about heavy metal, and one hard rock. This is we're listening to Crisis, Arm to the Teeth, and this is off Bullet Records in 1984, I believe. And I got this on a recommendation from Leo. Too Much Metal is Barely Enough. And what a great record. You couldn't tell by looking at these guys. This is Salt Lake City, 84, 83. And really great 6-song EP. I think it was Bullet Records. It was Europe, so it was only put out in Europe. I can't really explain it. I mean, let the music do the talking now, but it's got like a punky attitude, not punk influence, but a bit Motorhead influence, I think. Maybe Motorhead and Raven are the only two bands. Not that it sounds like either band, but the only touchstones that I could think of. Cheesy cover. I get a kick out of the cover. Like usually there's like young heavy metal chicks, but this looks like they asked the old broad from like the diner to pose. And the next song, every song on here is stellar. And the second song is like the ballad. It's not really a ballad. It's more like a mid-tempo chug-along number. And I feel like it's heavily influenced off Iron Horse by Motorhead, the early Motorhead. It's got the same kind of groove going, and maybe I'll let it play. But I am happy. I already listened to this record a bunch of times. Another recommendation off Leo, although I knew it was Dagger out of Sweden. This came out maybe in 2013, but mainly I got it because it's they do a cover of Quartz's Mainline Riders, killer tune off their first record. And that's just on high roller. It might even be in color. It's on, I don't know what this is, gold. But cool 45. And the next one I got off of I got turned on by Chad from Horror Biz. Great channel. That guy's a real record collector. If you don't know Horror Biz, horror and then a capital B-I-Z, definitely subscribe to him. He shows a lot of records. But I got this Valhalla, and this was a Pittsburgh band from the early 80s. And it's I guess they put out one EP. This is a reissue of the one EP, which was 6 songs in 84, I believe. And inside 2 is 5 tunes, which was off I think maybe a demo cassette from 82. I really like this album. But pretty cool, just straight up metal with maybe influenced more by like Rainbow and Deep Purple. Not that they sound like it, but they sound definitely 80s metal, not like stuck in the 70s. They have a keyboard player, but he plays keyboards more of the Euro metal kind of style, not like a pop metal or late 80s metal. This is a great song called Diane. This is the only like mid-tempo song on this album. But this is a cool record. It's not absolutely great. It sounds like a little demo-y. I mean, self-produced album or EP. It's got some great pictures of Pittsburgh metal and a little story. But it reminds me a bit of like early Queensryche, or maybe like Yngwie Malmsteen's first couple records without Yngwie Malmsteen, without all that guitar playing. More like some local band doing it. And it's got tinges of like a local feel, like they're not quite up to par, but I bet you if they had a big production, this would have been a really, really good EP. I mean, it is really good, but it could have been a killer EP because it's got enough Euro metal kind of vibes going on it. And side 2 is more demos. It just sounds like a cassette demo of some earlier band. Until you get to the sleeper track, Reign of the Wizard, which is like, sounds like a new wave of British heavy metal version of Dio era Rainbow. Really great tune. He's even singing a bit in the Dio style. But Reign of the Wizard kind of reminds me of Leather Nun, that like Dio-esque, but sounds like a new album single. So it's pretty cool. I'm not recommending it to everyone, but it's a good record, at least to be aware of it. And the singer of this band went on to Hawk in Los Angeles. That what's his name? Doug Marks, kind of like guitar project, which I know I showed this before. I know Rob from Black Star Vinyl just showed it. Had like Matt Sorum from Guns N' Roses, but the singer went on to sing this. Really good singer on both records. Let me just switch. I wanted to hear. I put it on the wrong side, but it doesn't really matter. This is the track that sounds like Iron Horse. I'll let it go, and then I'll just show some things while this is playing. It's a real catchy song. I listen a lot of times. Really love it. And the song's called Diane, and he's got the chorus goes, I'm dying, Diane, but he's like, I'm dying, Diane, I'm dying, Diane. It's really cool. I picked up Axe Witch's first EP, and I got this for a pretty good deal. And this is a 1982 Swedish metal, and it was basically put out by the band. And it's 4 tracks, I think. Yep, 4 tracks. Really good early 82 Swedish Europe metal. And it's on our uncommon blue vinyl for 82, and great label. And I was thrilled to get that because it's something I wanted for years and just never pulled the trigger. A real hooky. These guys really write great tunes. There they are. And absolutely great cover with the ridiculous candle holder there where it just goes like crazier and crazier. But and I pulled out, I always had these. This is Axe Witch's first full length from 83, and it's on Fingerprint. And I should re-listen to these. These are good records, but they kind of slip through the cracks sometimes. Cool inner. There they are there. Same on both sides. And what label is this on? Fingerprint. And this is their second full length, Visions of the Past, and this would be like 84. And another one, I might keep these out, but they look great. I mean, just totally Euro metal, especially this guy. Could be like a Cliff Burton looking. Same label, Fingerprint. But every track on this is great. See, they're trying to do like their version of Over the Top. Well, anyway, enough of that. I'm going to needle drop something else. Let's see how long this is going to be. I'm going to do another great EP, and I think this is on 40. No, it's not on 45. 5-song EP from the Bengal Tigers from Australia. This is Metal Fetish, and this has got 5 tracks on it. I think this was released like a lot of different versions, slightly different covers with less songs, and then like 45. But I think this is the version on Heavy Metal Worldwide out of England that has the most songs. 5 tracks. And a little glammy in a way, but not in a bad way. Straight up metal, very US metal sounding. Not European influenced at all. And the singer is fantastic. He's got this like Jello Biafra vibrato. Real hooky songs. All 5 of these tracks are great. Like, I think Rob from Black Star Vinyl might, if he doesn't know this already, I would add this to the list because it's not that expensive. Little Priest kind of groove. All right, next one, my one hard rock record. They come out with good choruses. I think there's videos on YouTube of this band, but nice to get one and done kind of thing. But I got a Thunder Train, and I want to say this is from '77, and this was like a local Boston band. You know, sometimes I guess like hard rock. I mean, it's hard rock. And the claim to fame of Thunder Train is it featured the singer Cowboy Mark Bell, who was the dude on Joe Perry Projects, which is his 3rd solo record. Good record. Probably my least favorite of the Joe Perry, but there's kind of a little overdressed, but decent Joe Perry record from like '83, but I think his 3rd best of the solo records. But Thunder Train, this was just put out on their own label, or just like a one-off label, Jelly Records, all local, but they ended up on the Boston scene. And I saw a reunion of this band probably about 10, somewhere in the early 2000s, and they were fantastic. Cowboy Mark Bell was great frontman, and the guitar players, I don't know if they lived in Florida or what the deal was, but they still had long hair, they looked great, and they played great. And I think they played 2 shows, I saw both of them, and they were fantastic. But one of the claim to fames of this band is they have a song called Hot Fetish in '77, and the rumors are that Van Halen lifted that title off of this. I'm not sure if that's true, but that's the rumor. They were supposed to open for Van Halen and sent their 45 of the Hot Fetish and their like press kit to the band, and they ended up playing this show in the Midwest, but Van Halen bagged. But I don't know the truth value of that. But this is a cool record if you dig in Aerosmith. It's not a great record. It's like it's a really fun record, but it's a little hard rock, some slide guitar, but heavy enough. But it really reminds you of like what the first Alice Cooper record should have been if he didn't do the 2 like psychedelic Zappa-esque weird records. It sounds like the album before Killers, where like Under My Wheels and you know, like that Is It My Body, that rock and roll Alice Cooper. And Cowboy Mark Bell sounds a bit like Alice Cooper. Here's a great tune. Little punky edge on this Bengal Tigers. You can hear the Jello Biafra. That vibrato I'm a sucker for every time. But I saw this in the wild years ago, and I remember flipping through it, and I saw this in black and white cover, and I just passed it, and I knew there was the band Thunder Train, but I didn't connect to, and it was probably there for like $5 or something. But I had the CD for a long time, and it's got some just some other cool pictures, like just good rock and roll band. Oh, and that's what I wanted to show. It was like, this is a brutal cover. This chick here, she had there's the mom and dad picture, and I think the album's called Teenage Suicide, and you got a slit wrist, but she's there with her old vanity. But don't get too depressed, because she's alive on the back cover. But cool record, and I showed the insert. But anyways, Bengal Tigers, I'll recommend highly. Real fun record, man. I'll pull this record out often, it's Bengal Tigers. And just to, let's see, here's another record I had for years, but I had revisited a couple weeks ago, and I'll throw this on. And then I'll just go through the rest. I got to file records away, so I'm just showing them. This is on Tandem Records, and this will be Torch's first LP from, I think, 80. I don't know, I'll figure this out. Torch. Actually, what's a good song? Great cover. This is Torch's first record. I want to say, oh, was it 84 now? I can't remember. That's bad. Oh, I don't remember. Let's just guess like 84, 80, 83. But I love this this cover, and it's gatefold, and I love the artwork, the style. It reminds me of what's it, the Heavy Load kind of artwork. But great gatefold. And this is from Sweden on the Tandem label. And I have another record called Electro Kiss with the, I thought I had it, I couldn't find it, so maybe I don't have it. But it's very Maiden-esque, without any of the prog or like the fancy riffing and stuff, just straight up metal. But it's got a little bit of an Iron Maiden feel with the vocals. And let me just file this one away. I got an Excalibur. I might have showed these. I don't remember. I had this for many years too. And this is a British, post-new wave of British heavy metal. Probably like 84 or 85. And this is called The Bitter End. And it's a great piece. How many tunes? 6 songs, so kind of a mini album. And it's on Conquest Records. And I'd say this band is a post-new wave of British heavy metal. They more like metal now has the rules and stuff, and they fit right in. It reminds me of a little bit like Blitzkrieg and Savage and Grim Reaper, where they're like straight up metal tunes. But really good record, a nice piece to have. You know, maybe it's 85 England heavy metal, which there wasn't that much of by 85. I think it peaked. I grabbed this for like $350 or $450. It's just an easy living 12-inch. It's a great record, this Torch too. But it was just so cool, I couldn't pass it up. And the passing of Eddie Clark. And it says demonstration, not for sale. I don't know what that means. Like, why wouldn't you sell this? But what's another good tune? I think the next tune's great too. I picked up finally, which always been on my list, is California Metal, and this is on Regency Records, 87, and this is all like Christian bands. And it's got Barren Cross, Deliverance, Guardian, Hero, Mastodon, Neon Cross, and Barren Cross and Neon Cross are the only bands I actually have albums from. Heard the other ones, but really good record. This is good, man. I got a lot of good records this time. But cool. I mean, they're all hit or miss. You got like this little cornball, but some of the tunes are good. And I think, of course, the Barren Cross is going to be the best track on here. And I love this picture of this drummer here. Like, if I had it when I was a kid, if I had like a dream band, like hard rock metal band, when I was like a young kid, like still playing like air guitar in the mirror. Like, it's going to be this guy, slightly chubby drummer with the painter's cap, pointing the sticks out like, yeah, we're ready to rock. You know, we could do like tunes off the Fair Warning Van Halen record. But great piece. And of course, it's got like the word from the pastor giving his approval of these guys because they're good young boys. Got that. And let's see. I'll do one more needle drop. And this is kind of quasi heavy metal. We'll call it heavy metal hard rock. And my wife got me this for Christmas. And it is one of my favorite tunes now. And it's on the bronze label. And if I could get it out of the sleeve. Oh my goodness. See, the pressure's on. to go to 45. And it's the Young and Moody Band, Don't Do That. And this is from, I think, 79. I should have looked. But it's featuring Cozy Powell and Lemmy. And Mick Moody from Whitesnake. And he might even played a little bit in UFO for a minute. I could be wrong on that. But it's got boogie, metal, blues harp, glam rock, everything I like all mixed into one killer track. You can hear Lemmy doing the boogie beat. And this is like a Short Money single, but I never heard of it. I'm glad my wife grabbed it. And like everyone was there except Cozy Powell couldn't make it. So they got like a cutout of Cozy Powell. This is like right up my alley. It's not for everyone, but boogie, glam, metal, and blues. While this is going, I just want to file this away. I had to pull this out every now and then just to look at the bad cover. This is Predator off the Metal Blade Records. I don't know what this is, like 85. The worst album cover. I mean, I love it, but the Predator is not a great record, just mediocre California metal. And the guy takes off the mask and he captures the chick. And I love it, like he's stalking this chick, yet like there's like people swimming out there, like he's gonna commit a crime with witnesses. But the hype sticker, Predator Easy Play, new from Metal Blade Records, great guitar work highlights this new metallic slab. So they can't even hype it. Like, that's the worst hype sticker ever. Great guitar work highlights this, and it's like mediocre guitar work. I think there's like 2 instrumentals of like guitar solos, so maybe they thought he was some hotshot player, but absolutely mediocre. And it's the old Metal Blade. But what a piece. And the last one I'll show, just to file away, I think this is also Swedish. And this is the Stone record. I want to say this is like 88. Yeah, 88. Mechanic Records or MCA. Oh, Finland. Alright, so this might be a Finnish band. But interesting piece, it's thrash metal. Very well produced, fairly technical, very precise thrash metal. But it's got like a California punk rock vocalist almost. And the song lyrics are not that serious. They're almost punk rock lyrics. So punk rock vocalist and lyrics over a very tight thrash metal band. So it's interesting, it's almost reverse, like an inverted crossover. And they're not goofy lyrics or jokey lyrics, but they're total punk lyrics. Song Get Stoned, Eat Your Pride. And he's got like a punk voice. And like just this, like it's kind of got like a crossover look. But it's very precise thrash metal. Like if you're a thrash metal guy. And a bizarre album cover, because this Stone, it just doesn't really convey what's in the record so much. I'm not really sure. But cool piece if you get it for cheap enough. I mean, it's thrash metal, but just with a little slight angle on it. And that's it. I'm going to show. And I'm at 24 minutes, so that's not too bad. But I could file all this stuff away. And that's it. Oh, and Steve, the Headbanging Zulu, sent me some VCLT. I'm going to do that in another video. But excellent stuff. Thank you, brother. And thank everyone for watching. Cheers.